Hello everyone, this is Vinita and welcome to Hopeful Turns. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you the pattern for this Santa Claus. Now, this is a great Christmas ornament to hang up on your Christmas tree or just around the house. It will instantly give you that Christmassy vibes. So let's see the supplies first. So for this here, I have used red, white and a cream, the skin color creamish brown. So these are the three colors that I'm going to use. This is a DK weight cotton yarn. Now this pattern will work with any weight yarn or any type. It's not necessary that you should use cotton. Acrylic will work absolutely fine and any weight is totally fine. You just have to use the recommended hook size. So for my yarn here, I have used a size E or 3.5 mm crochet hook. Now apart from that, you would require a pair of scissors and a yarn needle. Now for the eyes here, I have used this googly eyes. Now if you do not have this, you can just use a black color yarn to make the eyes, or you can even use safety eyes. Now if you are using the googly eyes, you may need some glue. Okay, so these are the few supplies that you'd require. Now if you're looking for some other Christmas ornaments, I do have a few on my channel, so I've put that all in a playlist. You can find the link in the description box. Now if you're ready, we can just get started. But before that, a very small request. If at any point in the video you like what you see, please do not forget to press on the like button. And if you're new to my channel, please do consider subscribing. Now let's just get started. We will start our pattern by making a magic circle first. So to make a magic circle, take your yarn, loop it around your finger like an X. Once you have that, take your hook, pass it through the loop that is there on your finger and pull your working yarn through like this. So this here is your magic circle. Now if you want some more help with the magic circle, you can click on the link that is coming up here. I have a separate tutorial on how to do the magic circle. Now once you have a magic circle, make 2 chain stitch, 1 and 2. So here we have got our magic circle, we have 2 chain stitch. Now for round 1, we have to put 12 double crochet into the magic circle. So we'll put our first double crochet. So you have to yarn over first, insert your hook, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops, yarn over, pull to the first 2, yarn over, pull to the next 2. So this is my first double crochet. Like this, I'm going to make a total of 12 double crochet for round 1. So for round 1, you should be having 2 chain stitch and then 12 double crochet. So I'll make my 12 double crochet first and join you at the end of round 1. Alright, here I have made my 12 double crochet, and in order to finish round 1, we are going to slip stitch into the very first double crochet. If you see this, this is the chain 2. We'll skip this, go directly on top of the first double crochet and then slip stitch. So that will complete our round 1. Now you can just pull on this end and close the magic circle completely. Alright, so I've just kept a little circle here so that I can just finish it off once I'm done with round 1, so that the stitches are not very tight. Okay, now we'll start next round. So I'm going to start with 2 chain stitch, 1, 2. And the pattern for your round 2 is going to be 2 double crochet in every stitch. Alright, so we'll start with the very first stitch here, and I'm going to put 2 double crochet. Now 2 double crochet is also sometimes called as an increase. So this round is an increase stitch or increase round. That is, we are going to put 2 double crochet in every stitch. So this is my next stitch. Here again, I'm going to put 2 double crochet. This is 1. And in the same stitch, make another double crochet. Like this, you can just go around making 2 double crochet in every stitch. And once you finish this round, you will have a total of 24 double crochet. Alright, so I'll make my 24 double crochet and join you at the end of this round. I'm at the end of round 2. I have made 2 double crochet in every stitch around, and I have a total of 24 double crochet. Now if you see here, if you are a beginner, you might be confused whether to put 2 double crochet in this very last stitch, which is definitely not required. You can see that that has already been taken care of. This is where your 2 chain stitch goes. So don't put 2 double crochet here. But if you still have doubt, just go back and count and make sure you have 24 double crochet. Okay, now once you have this, we'll just finish this off by slip stitching on top of the first double crochet. So you have your chain 2, skip that, go on top of your first double crochet and slip stitch to join. Okay, so this completes round 2, and you can cut your yarn here, and we will move on to the next color. So this completes round 2. I'll just take my yarn out, and you can completely close off your magic circle at this point. So round 2 is finished. We will move on to the next round, and so for that I'm going to take my white color yarn, and we will first of all join it. So you can join here itself, but I prefer to join on some other stitches, otherwise you will have too many ends at one point. So I just prefer to go and start from some other stitch, maybe just diagonally opposite. It's not necessary, but you can definitely start here. I just prefer to start some other point. Okay, I'm just going to start with a slip stitch and 2 chain stitch. Okay, now the pattern for round 3 is going to be 1 double crochet followed by an increase. That is, we are going to do 1 2 1 2. That is the pattern for round 3. So here I'm going to start with a double crochet, just 1 double crochet where we have put our chain 2. I'm going to start with 1 double crochet. Into the next stitch I'm going to put 2 double crochet. That is, I'm going to make an increase stitch. So here I'm going to put 2 double crochet. This is 1, and into the same stitch I'll put another one like this. So 1 2 1 2 is the pattern that I'll be following, and I'll take this yarn end with me so that I don't have to weave it in later. So into the next stitch I'll make just 1 double crochet, and in the next one 2 double crochet. So I'll just continue with this pattern, making 1 double crochet followed by 2 double crochet, and once you finish this round you will have 36 double crochets. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of round 3. So here I'm at the end of round 3, and to finish this off I'm going to slip stitch into the first double crochet. So this is your chain 2, just skip that, find your first double crochet and slip stitch to join. So this will finish round 3, and you should have a total of 36 double crochet. Okay, now the face part is almost done. We will move on to the beard part. So if you see, we have done this one. We are going to make 3 scalloped edges for the beard. So for that I'm going to start with chain 1. Okay, now I'm going to skip 2 stitches, 1 2, and into the third stitch I'm going to put 5 double crochet. So skipping 2 stitches, 1 2, and into the third one make 5 double crochet. So this is 1 2 3 4 and one more 5. Okay, so here I have put 5 double crochet in one stitch. Okay, one second. So this is my 5th double crochet. Okay, so I have put 5 double crochet in one stitch. Next I'm going to skip 2 stitches, 1 2, and into the third stitch I'm going to make a slip stitch. So skipping 2 stitches, into the third stitch make a slip stitch like this. Okay, so this one is done. We will repeat it. So we are going to skip 2 stitches, 1 2, and into the third one this time I'm going to make 6 double crochet. So I'm going to put 6 double crochet. In the earlier one I had put just 5. Here I'm going to put 6. 1 2 3 4, okay, 3 4 5 and one more 6. So I have put 6 double crochet in this scalloped loop. After that I'm going to skip 2 stitches, 1 2, and into the third one I'm going to work a slip stitch like this. So this is like the center one. Again we are going to repeat it one more time. Skip 2 stitches, 1 2, and in the third one make 5 double crochet. So skipping 2 stitches, into the third one put 5 double crochet So what we have done is, in the first one we have put 5, in the center or the second one we have put 6 double crochet, and here in the last one again I'm going to put 5. 1 2 3 4 and 5. All right, so this is done. Again I'm going to skip 2 stitches, 1 2, and I make a slip stitch here, and you can cut your yarn off. Okay, so I'll just cut my yarn here. So this finishes the beard part. All right, so this is done. Now we'll make the hat part. So for that I'm going to start with the red color yarn. So I'll take my red color yarn, and what I'll do is I'll just flip my work here, and we are going to start from the back side. So I'm going to attach this. So this is where it has started. So just on the reverse side I'm going to stitch it. So you can see this is where our first beard is starting, or the scallop loop is starting. There I'm going to attach my red color yarn first. So just attach it with a slip stitch like this and chain 1. Okay, now for this round, the pattern is going to, we are going to do single crochet, and the pattern is going to be 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet and an increase. So that is 1 1 2 is the pattern that we'll be doing, and here we are going to make single crochet. So chain 1, just we are doing it so as to get the height, and to the same stitch make 1 single crochet. Where we had put the chain 1, I'm going to start with a single crochet here. I'm going to take this end along with me. So 1 single crochet. Into the next stitch also I'm going to make just 1 single crochet, and in the third stitch I'm going to make an increase. That is, I'm going to put 2 single crochet. This is 1, and in the same stitch another 1. Okay, so 1 1 2 is the pattern that we'll be making. So into the next stitch here I'm going to put 1 single crochet, then 1 single crochet, and then make an increase stitch. So I will put 2 single crochet. So you can repeat this till you reach the next scalloped edge. So I'm just going to repeat this, making 1 1 2 till I reach this end. Okay, so here I have repeated the pattern and reached the other scalloped end. Now if you see here, my piece is lying absolutely flat. Now if at any point you feel that this is not lying flat, you can just go ahead and change your hook size. So you can use 1 or 2 hook sizes than the one that you are currently using. So that will make it flatter. So once you're done with this, what we'll do is we'll turn our work, and I'm going to make 7 chain stitch. So make 7 chain stitch. 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Okay, so here I have got my 7 chain stitch. Next what I'll do is I'll skip the first 2 stitches. These 2 stitches I'm going to skip, and in the next 3 stitches I'll put 1 single crochet each. So we'll do that. We will skip the first 2 and make 3 single crochets. So into the third stitch make 1 single crochet. This is 1. This is the second single crochet, and I'm going to put 1 more single crochet. So here I have made 3 single crochet. In the next 2 chain stitches I'm going to put half double crochet. So I'm going to make a half double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all the 3 loops. Again yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all the 3 loops. So here we have put 2 half double crochet. Okay, and next we are going to work on these single crochet that we have made, and the pattern for this will be, you have to put 3 double crochet and then an increase stitch. So we'll do that. So come to your first stitch here and make a double crochet. This is 1. In the next stitch also make a double crochet and 1 more. Okay, so here we have got 3 double crochet, and then you make an increase stitch. That is, put 2 double crochet in the next stitch like this, and we'll just go on repeating this pattern till we reach the next end. So make 3 double crochet, 1 2 and 3, and then make an increase stitch. 3 and an increase. 1 and 2. So you can just go ahead and repeat it till you reach the other end. Now if you are planning to make a hanging for this, I'll just show you in a second. So 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so here I've got 3 double crochet, and here I'm going to put an increase stitch. 1 and 2, and here I'm going to make my hanging. So if you see here, yes, this is almost at the center where my this increase is coming, and here I'm going to put a hanging. Now if you do not want a hanging, you can just continue this pattern and slip stitch at this end. But if you are planning to make a hanging, make 12 chain stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 10. Okay, I think here it's 12. You can just increase or decrease depending on the height of the hanging that you want. So I've made 12 single crochet. I'll go into the very first stitch. I'll probably go and take the double crochet where it is starting, and I'm going to slip stitch here at the very base of it. So that will make your hanging, and then continue with the same pattern. So I'll put 3 double crochet and then an increase, and I'll repeat it till I reach the end. All right, so here I have reached the very end. Now in order to finish this, I'm just going to slip stitch at this point where we have started this. I'm just going to go there and slip stitch like this. Okay, I'll just cut my yarn here. So this finishes the cap part. Okay, so this is how this looks. As I said, if you do not want the hanging, you just continue it like this and you can get something like this. Okay, now we will make a small puff stitch towards the end. Now if you want, you can definitely add a small pom-pom, so that's up to you. I'll just show you how to make a puff stitch here. So if you see here, we had started with 2 chain stitch. So if you can manage to find that space, just insert your hook, you can find that space there. Now if you're not finding, just attach the yarn to the very end or to the very edge. So here what I'll do is I'll just take my white color yarn and I'm just going to knot this down first. It's just going to be 1 puff stitch at the very end, so that is why I'm just knotting this down. Okay, and I'm going to make a puff stitch. So just insert your hook there and then pull your yarn through this, and when you're pulling, just pull it a little bit higher. Again, yarn over, insert your hook into that same stitch and pull up a loop. Okay, so we have pulled it up 2 times. Again we'll do that, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop. 1 last time, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop. Okay, so once you have this, just yarn over and pull through all these loops and chain 1. Okay, so this is our puff stitch. You can cut your yarn here, and I'm just taking my yarn once again from this side. Okay, so this completes our puff stitch. Now what we'll do is we will just take this yarn down at the very bottom. So I'm just going through these, like the loops that we have here, and I'll just pull this yarn from here, and I'm just going to make a double knot so that this stays in place. So just make a double knot, 1 and 1 more. Now if you want, you can go ahead and hide the ends inside this, but what I'd like to do is I'll just cut it very close to this, and then I will glue it down so that it just stays in place. So I'll glue it later. Whatever is left, the 2 ends, I'll just glue it like this. So if you see, small puff stitch is ready. Okay, now we'll start working on the moustache part. So for my moustache, I am going to take my white color yarn and I'll make a slip knot. And while making a slip knot, I'll leave a long tail and then make my slip knot. So make your slip knot first and then make 6 chain stitch. Chain 6. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here we have got our 6 chain stitch. Now we are going to make a double triple crochet. So I'll show you how to make a double triple crochet. So for a triple crochet, you yarn over 2 times. For a double triple, you have to yarn over 3 times. Okay, so we'll yarn over 3 times. 1, 2 and 3. So we have yarned over 3 times. Now insert your hook into the very first chain stitch here and pull up a loop. Then yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Yarn over, pull to the next 2 loops. Yarn over, pull to the next 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull to the last 2 loops. So this here is your double triple crochet. Okay, once you have this, you again make 6 chain stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then again we are going to make a double triple crochet. So yarn over 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then go ahead and make a double triple into the first chain stitch. So we have made 6 here. This is my first chain stitch here. I'll insert my hook, pull up a loop, then yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull to the next 2, yarn over, pull to the next 2, and yarn over, pull through the last 2. So this here is your double triple crochet. Okay, now I'm just going to cut my yarn here. I'll cut a long tail and I'll take my yarn out. Okay, now we have to stitch this up, so I'm going to use this end to stitch it up and come to the center, and use this end, stitch this up and come to the center. So you can take your yarn needle and stitch this up first. Okay, so just go and take the back buns and stitch it up till you reach the center. So here I have stitched both the sides and I have the yarns at the center. Now I'll just wrap it around 2 times, so once and twice. Okay, so this is how moustache. Now what we'll do is we will just take these both ends through the center. So where the magic circle was, I'll just pull it out through the center, both the yarns. So I'll take my hook and I'll try to bring both these yarns out. Okay, so here I've got it. Now I'll just tie at the center. So I'll just make a double knot. So this is how it is. I will make a double knot. Okay, so here I have knotted this down. So this is how this looks. Okay, now if you want, you can stitch this up again to give it shape. So you can just go around and keep it in shape, but I just like to use some glue to just stick this. So I'll just use a glue, stick it here and make it in shape. And here again I'm just going to cut this a little bit smaller. So I'll just keep it here for the sake of it. I'll again cut it quite closely and then glue it down, but that we'll do it towards the end. Okay, so our moustache is done. Now we'll make the small nose part. So for that I'll again take my red yarn. Now again I'm going to make the puff stitch. So we will start with a slip knot again, and then make the puff stitch. So I'm going to just do like a chain. So like you make a chain, you make a chain, make it, bring it a little bit higher, yarn over, insert your hook, and then pull up a loop. Again yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop. One more time you do it, yarn over, insert your hook and pull up a loop. Okay, so here we have it. Then you yarn over and pull through all the loops that are there like this, and then make chain 1. So this will lock your puff stitch, and then you can cut your yarn off. So I'm just going to cut it and I will bring this out. Okay, so this will be your mouth or the nose. Sorry, this is the nose, so we can attach this here. So again just flip over and through the center just pull both the ends. So I'm just taking this here. Okay, I think I have split the yarn. Okay, one end is there. I will take the other end also. So just hook it up and pull it out. Then we will again knot these two down. So I'll just make sure that it is in the center. It looks good. And this shape can be done later. So this is how it will be. Okay, so make sure that it looks good, just adjust it, and once you're happy you can just knot this down. Make a double knot there. Okay, now the only thing that is left is the eyes. So for that I'm going to take my googly eyes and I'll just use some glue first and I'll just stick it. Now if you want, you can use black yarn or even safety eyes for the eyes, but I'm just going with the googly eyes. So you can use some glue and stick this up. Now as I said, if you use black yarn, it will kind of show it behind. There will be too much of yarn. So in that case, if it is bothering you too much, the black yarns, so this is the eyes is done. So if there are too many yarns at the back side, what you can do is you can take a felt of the same color, maybe the cream color, or a piece of cloth, that also would be fine. You can use that and then just either stitch it up or stick it. That's up to you. So you can kind of hide all the ends that are there behind. So if you see, I'm just going to cut it really close and then I will just glue this down. So I'll just use my glue and paste all of it down. Okay, and now the thing is this moustache. So I'll again glue this down in shape, so that will kind of complete it. So here I have glued the moustache. Now I'll just make a small mouth, but it is totally optional. You can see without the mouse also it looks good, but I've just put some glue here. I'm just taking a very small piece of red yarn and I will just make a mouth like this. Now this is totally optional. If you want, you can use it or just ignore it. I think it's a little bit bigger. I'll just cut it off here. Okay, there, it's done. Okay, my hand is now full of this glue. Okay, there, the mouth is done. So yeah, that was a tutorial how to do this crochet Santa Claus. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed making it. Now, if you make it, please do not forget to tag me if you're there on social media, Instagram or Facebook. I'll put my social media handle links in the description box. So if you're making it, please do tag me. I would really love to see it. Now, if you are looking for some other crochet ornaments, Christmas ornaments, I do have a few on my channel, and I'm hoping to put a few more. So I have put it all in a playlist. I'll put the link in the description box. Okay. So yeah, that was the tutorial. Now, if you liked it, please do not forget to press on the like button. And if you're new to my channel, please do consider subscribing. See you in another video. Until then, bye-bye. Thank you for watching.